But here's the deal. The Boston Celtics, they very well may stand in the way of the Warriors winning their 5th. So, Perk, what team do you think, if you had to choose, and I'm still going to start with you. Is it Boston or is it Golden State that you think is more likely to make the finals this year?
More likely, it's the Celtics. It's not no more likely. They're getting to the finals, Malika. They're getting to the finals. Look, when you talk about the most complete team in basketball, that is them. And they're doing it at the highest level. They have 2 bona fide young superstars. They have the ultimate role players in Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, along with Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White, and they don't even have Robert Williams at the time. Let me tell you about their last 3 games, though, for a second. The Brooklyn Nets have been playing inspiring basketball, winning basketball. Yes, I'm giving them their props. What happened? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown went there, gave them a straight smackdown. Then I'm thinking they on the back-to-back. They going into Toronto, tough environment. There's no way the Celtics go pull it out. They come out with the win. They travel all the way across country and go down to Phoenix in the West Coast. Time difference, time zone change and everything. No problem. They made them tap out. Monty Williams subbed them out in the 3rd quarter. They tapped out, subbed his whole starting unit out in the 3rd quarter. When you look at this Celtic team, there's no team in the league that's going to beat them in a 7-game series if healthy, period. They're getting back to the finals, and they're winning the championship.
I tend to agree with you that they look right now like they are headed back on that path toward the finals. But there's no Bucks in the West.
Yeah, I was going to say,
what you mean, Malika?
I mean,
Perk just sweeping aside. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the best player in the world. They're just sweeping him on his head. No chance. Look, the answer, despite the presence of the Bucks in the East and no equivalent team in the West, and the fact that the West is jumbled and the Warriors are the Warriors, we know what they can do. The answer is the team that's 21-5 with the best record in the league, the best offense in the history of the league so far, and a chance at home court advantage in every playoff series, or maybe Milwaukee passes them and they have it in all but one. It's still the Celtics. We know the Warriors' pedigree, but the Warriors are 500. They have a lot of questions to answer about the back of their rotation, the bench, the trade deadline, Klay Thompson's performance as the season goes along, all of that. The Celtics are just a fine-tuned machine. They're rolling. They're deep. They know exactly who they are. The answer is Boston.
Becky?
Well, I'm going to say I'm not betting against Golden State as long as those 3 guys are healthy. Draymond, Steph, Klay. Too much experience, too much, they're coming in to, ladder. They're not the young guys anymore, right? It's a long time between now and the finals. I think it's going to be a rematch. I think it'll be both these teams.
Ooh.
And I just cannot bet against them yet. I just can't bet against them.
You think we're going to a rematch?
I don't, and it's hard for me to disagree with the legend Becky. My first time on here with her, and I respect her so much. Congratulations on all your success, but the Warriors not making back to the finals. They're not making it back to the finals this year. They're having too many issues right now. We just saw them send James Wiseman back down to the G League. Their bench is not the same. And in my opinion, Steve Kerr seems like he don't have the patience to actually wait on them. Yes, we know what Draymond Green and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson go bring to the table. Even Andrew Wiggins at times. But it was the others, the Otto Porter Juniors that made up in the postseason that came up big for them last year. Gary Payton II, he came up big for them at times. They just don't have that same depth. And the Western Conference right now is up for grabs, and I see a few teams that are actually better than the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion.
Right now, I totally agree with you. There are many teams better in the West, but when it's all said and done, I think they could still be in there. Defensively, I think everybody always talks about the offense. Defensively, back when, last year, previous years, their defense, because they won because they were the smartest team, the most unselfish team. You see Boston playing like that now.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.